you go. It's slow as heck. All right. Every once in a while, I got to come back and I got to check some of y'all guys, man. And it's not out of disrespect, but a lot of fans, man, we get too caught up in the hype. We forget about the small details that actually show that the Lakers. Listen. I know for the last 6 years, the Lakers have been in turmoil, whatever you want to call it. I ain't gonna say last 6 years. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say 6 years was a fiasco as well. But here's the thing, I'm looking at a comment, and it was, Kenny said a guy named, please forgive me. I meant to remember your name, but constantly busy, mind juggling everywhere like little elephants, But anyway, so I'm gonna answer 2 comments. One comment was like, about the Paul George situation, say, hey, we can't let the same thing happen like we did with Paul George. We need to go after these players now. Like Anthony Davis, for example, we need to make these trades now. And people fail to realize. Then you got another comment stating that how you know if any free agent is going to come here. Me personally, I don't even know if some of y'all even listening to some of the players. Not so much the media, but the players. I told y'all, Kyrie Irving said he would love to play for LA. Jimmy Butler said he would love to play for LA. All right. That's just 2 out of many. All right. DeMarcus Cousins said he would love to play for LA before he got hurt. Freaking Kawhi Leonard wants to come to LA. He wanted to come to LA last year, and this is after LeBron was picked up. So y'all got to understand and realize this. Kawhi Leonard, he reached out to the Lakers organization, his camp, not so much him. He wanted to come to LA. What LeBron, after LeBron got picked up, he wanted to come to LA. He said, make it happen, all that. I wish I can go back and show all the little tweets that his camp was putting out there. But it was up to the San Antonio Spurs organization. They did not want Kawhi to go to LA. It had nothing to do with the Lakers. The Lakers, they were trying to throw players at him. But Greg Popovich was not making that move. All right. So, and then for that right there, you have 4 players that wanted to go to LA. 4 players. And that's not naming other players, but that's the 4 players. Jimmy Butler, like I said, Jimmy Butler came out clearly said it. He would love to come to LA and play with LeBron. So when people say that, we're not going to make, we're not going to get free agents, this and that, you got to rethink and reconsider that this ain't the same LA like it was back when I told y'all. The main reason why a lot of them didn't want to come here is because of Kobe. Because Kobe was too much alpha male for a lot of them players. They did not want to, either they wanted to play against him or they did not want him to be checking them. Like I said before with Dwight Howard. Kobe checked Dwight Howard. Kobe checked Shaq, even though Shaq probably beat him up. But Kobe still checked him. You know what I'm saying? Kobe checked Shaq about his weight and all that. Players don't want to play with somebody like that. An arrogant dude who wants to win. They want to just, make their money, get on Instagram, have fun. It's Kobe really, he's on Twitter, but he don't talk nothing about sport. He just pop little things here and there. But at the end of the day, you got to understand and realize the dynamics of what's working here. So when somebody say that, how you know we'll get free agents? Don't listen to the media. I keep trying to tell you guys, do not listen to the media. Listen to what these players are saying out their own mouth. Listen to what they're saying out of their own mouths. Now going to Paul George. Paul George said all year that he wanted to come to LA before he went to OKC. So he wanted to get traded. The reason why the Lakers didn't make the trade because they didn't want to get Brandon Ingram. All right. Remember, he reached out to LeBron, saying to LeBron, when LeBron was in Cleveland, he said, look, I will even go to Cleveland if LeBron would sign an extended contract, then I will come there. LeBron never reached out to him in Cleveland. Got to think about it. LeBron not reached out to the man in Cleveland. Maybe LeBron wasn't feeling Paul George. Who knows? Maybe he didn't want Paul George on his team or something. Maybe he's looking at other people like Carmelo Anthony, his small camp of brotherhood. Carmelo, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, they his peoples. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis now, all of a sudden, his people. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking out. He want his people, the people that he can work with. That's how I look at it. But he never reached out to Paul George. So when the year come around, when LeBron James become a free agent, throughout the whole time, let me make sure you understand this. Throughout the whole time, when Paul George was, when the free agent market was about to open up, a month before that even took place, before it even transpired, all right? No one was looking for Paul George in the Lakers organization at all. Everybody, 90% of fans and organization was only focused on LeBron James. I keep telling y'all, Paul George is a beta male. Beta males, they get emotional. If you don't reach out to them, they feel some type of way, like a female. All right? So at the end of the day, Paul George felt some type of way. There was no more reaching out to Paul George. You hardly heard anything about Paul George because Magic even said it. He said, we thought we had Paul George in the bag, so we didn't reach out to him. That's the reason why Paul George, once the deadline came, once the time came for them to sign, OKC, Westbrook threw the party for him or cookout, whatever. He signed right then there at 12:01, whatever, because nobody reached out to him within that proximity of time. Not even LeBron James. And I said it before. I said LeBron James could even reached out to him because players can talk to players. Front office can't talk to the players because they'll be fine. But players can talk to players. Who's fined the players? Only if the front office get out there, they'll get fined. But the players can talk to players. They can say all types of things. We don't need to know about it. But look, LeBron now. He said, okay, I'm going to do recruiting now. He done talk to Kawhi. He done talk to Kyrie. He talked to Anthony Davis. So now he's recruiting because he see, like, in order for me to get people here, I got to go out and do this recruiting. So when people say that we're not going to get no free agent, this and that, that's bull crap, man. And I also got to reiterate on one of my videos, the video I'm about to drop now, because this video, the video I'm dropping tomorrow, this video is basically about Magic Johnson. I had made a video with Magic Johnson when he went to ESPN, and I was in my feelings because Magic Johnson he rubbed me the wrong way, the way he did at things. I'm frustrated with the dude. I'm kind of glad he left because everybody blaming Genie for everything, but it's like they're just reneging from Magic. Like, they're just getting away from Magic Johnson. Like, Magic Johnson ain't do nothing. Remember, Jeannie Buss gave him the keys, the same thing she did with her brother and Mitch. She gave him the keys and she went on about her business. The same thing with Magic Johnson. He did the exact same thing with Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, LeBron James was about to take over. It was the takeover, but it didn't go through because Pelinka put a stop to it. Like I told everybody at the end of the day, the way they was doing stuff, you can see it clearly. They been wanting to get Luke fired. Look at the roster they gave Luke Walton. But a lot of people ain't want to feed into it. They ain't want to believe it. Oh, what the Magic say gonna do this and that. Didn't do nothing that he said he was gonna do at the beginning of the season. Or we're gonna trade LeBron James to be, work down low and all this and that. We're gonna be a grimy type of playing team. We're going to attack the basket. They do none of that. None of that. And they never sat down with Luke Walton and even discussed that with Luke. So Luke got the bad end of the stick, and now he's out the door. And then when Magic sit there even stated that, he left, when he said Luke Walton was the icing on the cake because he couldn't fire him, I don't believe that. And the reason why I said I don't believe that, because as soon as he left, what happened to Luke Walton? He got fired. So I don't believe that bullcrap. Jeannie said that, look, Luke Walton, Magic do whatever he want with Luke Walton. Yeah, it's gonna hurt her because she have a relationship with him. But she told Magic, whatever's best for the organization, go and do what you gotta do. Magic felt some type of way. Like I said, man, good riddance for him, man. I can't deal with these soft men, man. Just ain't with it. I'm sorry, man. So anyway, going back to, like I said, with Paul George. Paul George is a beta male. I know DeAndre Page said he called Brandon Ingram a gamma male. Let me share something. First of all, Paul George been in the league way longer than Brandon Ingram. Before he even got injured. Remember, they went on that run when they were playing against the freaking Miami Heat. Right? After that, think about it. Paul George been there, and plus on the top of that, Frank Vogel gave him the green light to do what he want. Freaking, I keep telling y'all, Luke Walton put a stop on these young players from developing. He stopped them, he slowed them up. Brandon Ingram, the whole time Luke Walton had Brandon there, Brandon was basically a point guard. Passing, attacking the basket, passing. Didn't allow him to develop in his game. And y'all notice, I think it was the last 8 or 9 games last year when the dude was averaging like 20-something points, shooting 40-something% from the three-point arc, 75-78% from the free throw line, something like that around that effect. And he was killing. He was waving LeBron off. He was doing his thing. So when people sit there and say that, Brandon Ingram, he's a gamma male, I'm like, man, that's the foolish thing to ever say, man. This guy, so you know what? I'm going to take it upon myself and do what I got to do. The same thing Lonzo Ball did his last 3 games. And since Kuzma been there, Kuzma been doing that since he got there. And I keep telling y'all, every time Kuzma had big games, Luke Walton will always shoot him down. Well, they'll say like, hey, Luke, Kuzma did good in the first half. He dropped 28 points. My goodness, he's looking good. And Luke, oh yeah, he's all right, but we got to get him to play defense. Defense is very important. Not giving the man credit for the offense he's kicking out, knowing he got to work on his defense. But you know what I'm saying? Like I watch all that stuff, man. And like I said, going back to Paul George, I don't want to jump around, but going back to Paul George, like I said, no one reached out to Paul. Paul felt some type of way, so when that opportunity came, he went on and signed. So you cannot compare Paul George's situation with anybody else. The Lakers made a bad move because they didn't reach out to reach out to Paul George. And to me, to be honest, I would love Paul George, but I'd rather have Kawhi Leonard. Screw LeBron. I love LeBron, don't get me wrong, but I love Kawhi Leonard game, bro. Quiet assassin. Don't talk. What'd he say? He get all his impressions and all his characteristics from the Kobe, Magic, and Shaq. Kobe, Magic, and Shaq. Think for a minute, people. If he beat Golden State this year, people say, oh, maybe re-sign with Toronto for it. Nah, man. If he win this year, he gonna give Toronto what they want. He out of there, man. He did his service. Now he's gone. He's a free agent. He can do and move how he want to move. The best thing I told the Lakers, the best thing, not I told them, but the best thing for the Lakers to do is to go at the Kawhi Leonard. Simply put, you go at the Kawhi Leonard, you give them like, you go in there in the discussion within a week. You talk to all of them, but if Kawhi sound like he wants to come, you sign him right away. You don't play around with him. You give him the max contract, whatever you can give him for. Somebody coming, I think it's like 179, 175, whatever. You sign him right away. And then you start tightening up the young players, get two shooters, re-sign JaVale McGee. You good to go. Excuse me. Woo! You good to go. And people sit there and tell me, oh no, you need 3 superstars. Man, that's superstar bull crap, man. I hate that, man. You know what I mean? I don't like just walking into the final. I like it where I'm biting look at my nails. My nails starting to grow because I ain't been biting them. Why do you say nubs? Look at my thumbs. Look at my thumbs. Look at my damn thumbs. See my thumbs? I bite them because I be nervous. I ain't been biting them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like when I watch sports, man. I like to get into it. But at the end of the day, though, for us to keep saying that, we don't want the situation to happen like it with Paul George, I don't think it's going to happen like that, man. You got too many free agents that want to come to L.A. You do not have to give your young players up for AD. But AD is going to be a free agent at the end of the season. And I know a lot of people say, well, what if you go to a team and he become happy? So what? If you get Kawhi Leonard, what does it matter with AD? Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. I know a lot of people keep saying that AD, you look at it, well, he didn't have a roster. He didn't have nobody. I'm going to ask y'all this. Since this postseason, who has been consistent in Toronto besides Kawhi Leonard? Kyrie Lowry is the all-star on that team, right? Marc Gasol all-star on that team, right? So who been consistent? Even Serge Ibaka. So who been consistent? Who been consistent? Kawhi Leonard is running that team just like LeBron James ran Cleveland against the Golden State Warriors, minus KD. Exact same thing. Exact same thing. Has Anthony Davis how many times Anthony Davis took the Pelicans to the playoffs? You can't take him to the playoffs, you always hurt. Every game, every season. And I know a lot of people say, well, what about Lonzo and Brandy? And they always hurt too. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, we had bad freaking doctors or whatever you want to call them. They got rid of them. They fired them. They get new doctors to work on these guys. So for us to sit here and keep saying like, well, we got to make that move. We got to make that move. Listen, all you need is Kawhi. You don't need Anthony Davis. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to have him, but nah, you're good. Get Kawhi. Get Kawhi. That's all you need, man. You don't need nobody else, man. You get Kawhi. Like I said, re-sign JaVale McGee. Get 2 shooters. See what's up with the young guys. See if they want to stay here. If they on board, keep them. If they, like I said before, if they feel as though they don't want to be here, then I will trade them. And I go back to this and I say it again. Like with Lonzo Ball, I say this over and over again. If his father say, I want my son to bring in, I want the other balls to come with me, this and that, or we're going to take out our talent to Chicago or New York, then you have no choice but to trade him because Lonzo's still going to respect his dad. And I don't have nothing against his dad because I respect everything his dad do. Even if he's, arrogant and all that, I love it because he's, I don't want to get into that. But like I said before, remember, you always got to remember that too. That he said once Lonzo Ball become a free agent, that they're not going to resign with LA. They're going to go somewhere else. So you got to put that in perspective too as well. So if that happened and we look like, okay, well, we need to make the trade, then yeah, go ahead and do it. But other than that, wow, we can get Kawhi. Now with Griffin, he might give him a better deal where you don't freaking empty out the freaking the roster for Anthony Davis. He might tell us, look, just give us Lonzo and Lonzo, Kuzma, and the draft and 2 draft picks. They might be straight. Who knows? I don't freaking know. But all this stuff, let me hit y'all with this number, let y'all go. All this stuff is script. It's entertainment. Do not get your feelings caught up in sports no more like you used to. Stop it. It's entertainment. Start paying attention to stuff. Why did the Cleveland Cavaliers get the 1st round pick all those years when LeBron wasn't there? Why all of a sudden the Pelicans get the #1 pick? Because the league want Anthony Davis to go to the LA. Ratings, money. That's all it's about. It's about ratings and money. Like I told y'all, ESPN and Fox Sports, the only thing they talk about, the main topics, Lakers, LeBron. They the money makers. Lakers, LeBron. LeBron jersey was #1 on the market for sales. If we get Anthony Davis, guess what? They're going to really make money. Kawhi Leonard, where was his jersey at? Way down the bottom. So it makes sense for marketing. You want to go to LA. You want to go to a big, you want to go to either LA, New York. You want to go to a organization that's good at the top when it comes to revenue and making business. It's common sense. So that's why, like I said before, I don't try to get all into that because I just look at it entertainment. I don't get too hyped up in it no more like I used to. I just watch it. and I watch what the organizations are doing. But keep in mind, that's why the Pelicans got the first round draft pick. Like I said, you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. It don't matter to me. But I pay attention to that stuff, man. Like I said, all of a sudden, they get the first round draft pick. Anthony want to go to LA. It makes sense. It's going to happen regardless if we want it or not. Now, personally, like I said before, I would just go after Kawhi. Whatever the front office choose to do, that's their decision. But me, I would just go after Kawhi and I would just roll with it. If Anthony Davis is if Anthony Davis decide not to resign at the end of the year of this season coming up, whatever team he goes to, then yeah, we'll go pick him up. But if not, it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm telling you guys, man, it's all good. All you need is Kawhi and LeBron and a bunch of players. That's all you need. I'm telling you guys. With that being said, your man Urban Lover, like, subscribe, get in the comments, tell me what you think. You guys catch up with me or I'm going to catch up with you. Whatever day it is, we're going to see it through.